Hello. This presentation will provide an overview on how to use AmpliFund, the online submission platform for the RFSI. All applicants must submit their RFSI application online using a system called AmpliFund. If you have never used AmpliFund before, you will need to create a new user account to submit your proposal. The application can be found at the appropriate public link listed here. These are also available on the RFSI website. After you visit the opportunity page to create your initial application and user account, you can visit www.gotomygrants.com to continue to work on your application. The public link will bring you to the Opportunity Details page. You will need to visit this page to start an application, and you will also create your user account from here. On this page, click the Apply button to begin that process. First, please double-check that you are in the correct track. Track 1, Infrastructure Grants, or Track 2, Simplified Equipment Only Grants. You can see this at the top of the page. Clicking the Apply button will bring you to this screen where you will begin the process of creating a user account by clicking the Register button. To create your account, on the next page you will enter your email address and create a password that will be used to log into AmpliFund from now on. Please also fill out the Contact Information section. All the fields marked with an asterisk are required to create an account. When you have entered all your user information, please click the Register button to complete this step. That will direct you back to the Opportunity Details page, where you will once again click the Apply button to create your application for the RFSI. The application is organized into several sections or pages, each being represented with a circle at the top of the page or website. As each page is completed, the circle will be filled in with a check mark, as you can see here. The first section you will be shown is the Project Information page. This page includes the application name, which is also known as the application title, and will be the unique identifier for the project. All sections marked with an asterisk are required to mark this page as complete. At the bottom and top of the page or website are buttons to save and to continue to the next section of the application. On the application forms page, you will see 3 separate forms that will all need to be completed. The first form is the CDFA application intake form. On this form, you will enter information about the applicant organization and submitter. There will also be a section where you will enter information about whether the application has been or will be submitted to any other federal or state grant programs. The application form is the bulk of the proposal, where you will provide details about the project. As a reminder, you can revisit the recording of the previous webinar or review the RFP for in-depth descriptions of each part of the application. The Performance Measures form is where you will select the appropriate performance measures. On the project budget page, for each category that has costs, you will create a new line item by clicking the plus symbol next to that category and entering a name, which can be the same as the category name or a basic description of the cost. Also enter the dollar amount being requested for that category and a brief narrative description of what those costs and activities will include. Again, revisit the recording of the previous webinar or review the RFP for details on what is required for each type of cost. For categories A and B, personnel and fringe benefits, please ensure you indicate the cost is a personnel item type. For matching funds, including cash match or in-kind funds, please indicate these as non-grant funding costs. The grant funding, cost match, and in-kind totals must match the amounts requested on the project information page. Remember that equipment-only grants do not require matching funds. This is an example of what the performance measures application form will look like. As a reminder, please input a 0 for all performance measures that do not apply to your project. After all pages have been filled out completely and marked as complete via the button at the bottom of each page, all the check marks should appear in the circles across the top of the application. On the Submit page, you will see a reminder to review your application and, once you are satisfied, click the Submit button to complete your application. If any information is missing or any sections have not been marked as complete, you will see a reminder in red text and be directed to address those incomplete sections before submitting. You can also download a PDF of your application to review by clicking the Review button on this page. After clicking the Submit button, you will see a confirmation screen and be able to download a complete copy of the application for your records. Clicking the Exit button will redirect you back to the main menu of your AmpliFund account. Please save your work often while working in AmpliFund, as the site will automatically log you out after an extended period of inactivity. When you're returning to your application at a later date, please visit www.gotomygrants.com and log in with the account you previously created. After logging in, you will have access to your application and be able to continue working on your application. You will also still be able to view any submitted applications and download a copy at any time by logging back into your AmpliFund account. Please do not click the Withdraw button, as any application that has been withdrawn cannot be resubmitted. You can also remove any unwanted applications from your account, edit your organizational details, add any additional users, and access the help guide under the FAQ link for help with AmpliFund. Again, please remember to save your work often, as the system will log you out after a period of inactivity. And please do not wait until the last day or minute to submit your application in case there are any technical issues that come up. We want to make sure there is plenty of time to deal with any problems that may arise. If you experience any technical difficulties or run into any issues using AmpliFund, please email us at grants@cdfa.ca.gov. Please be aware that we will have to reach out to AmpliFund, so it may take a few hours or days to get back to you. So again, please don't wait until the last day or minute. Another resource for AmpliFund is a user guide that is available on all the pages in AmpliFund, either via the FAQ link on the main menu or via the Help button on each page of the application. If you have any questions about AmpliFund, please do not hesitate to contact us at grants@cdfa.ca.gov. Please provide your application name in any emails to CDFA so that we can find your application. As a reference, recordings of these presentations will be made available on the RFSI webpage by Friday, December 22nd, 2023. That concludes the overview of the AmpliFund presentation. Thank you all for attending. One last thing before we proceed with the final question and answer session for today. We ask that you please take a moment to fill out the webinar evaluation survey to let us know how we did. The survey only takes a minute or two to complete and will help us improve the quality of the webinars. The survey can be accessed immediately following the end of this webinar. We appreciate you taking a few minutes to assist us in providing your feedback from this experience. We will now proceed with answering questions received via the GoToWebinar Questions tab. Please feel free to submit any additional questions you have via email to grants@cdfa.ca.gov. Thank you again, and we look forward to receiving your proposals.